Peace. This is Supreme Intelligence, and this is a new video. This is something about myself that I'm gonna tell y'all that I had wrong with me for like a long time. I didn't know why it happened, but I had to accept it as a child. Even as an adult, I had to accept it. Um, Growing up, I had a speech problem within myself. It started like when I was like 10 or 11. That's when my father passed away. And I just noticed that I would get nervous about things like when I'm talking to people. So I developed this stuttering problem. It was bad. So it was like when I would read in class, like out loud, I would get nervous and couldn't read anything. It's not like I couldn't read. It's like it's just nervous, you know. Even when I would be talking to like my friends in general and my family, it would happen, and that's why I just developed a lot of anger inside of me, and I would fight a lot. 'Cause, people would laugh at you, crack jokes, and calling you this and that and everything. And I had a teacher, and she was just like, "Why he so quiet?" And at one point, she was like, "You gotta read in class, or you have to stay at the school." I was like, "I guess I'm gonna stay at the school." I'll get in trouble because I went to school when I was living in New York at the time. I went to school on the other side of town, not in my neighborhood. So I had to catch a bus, and it'll drop me off right in front of my crib. I'll always get out of school earlier than my little sister. So I had to pick her up. So my my um my mother would be upset, and she'd just be like, "Why you always late picking your sister up? You have to walk her home so y'all can get in the apartment." I'm like, so I told my mom, and she was like, she felt kind of sad and everything is like, and I asked my mom why. I was like, "Why did this happen to me? Like, what did I do wrong?" And she was just like, "Nothing. It's like you just different from everybody. There's something you just gotta have to learn to control." I'm like, "I can't control it." And I'm like, people be laughing at me and making fun of me and stuff like that. And it was like for a while, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple friends that was in my class that lived in my neighborhood. They wasn't the one always laughing. They was the one that used to tell me, like, just find something to make you try to control it. So long story short, my mother came to the school, and she came to the school, talked to the teacher, and the teacher was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So she was like, talked to cause see, in New York, when you're like in a lower grade, you just have one teacher, and that's what happened. And she's like, "Oh, I had like different classes, but it was just my teacher. But my favorite subject was like science. That was like my favorite class. And then when that speech happened, I just didn't like it no more because I had to read out loud and this. So she found a way to get me out of it. So I used to like poetry. So my teacher, she found a book with all these poems in it, and she was like, "This is, you wrote this?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, so she said she just gonna give me a journal, just write down my pain and stuff. And it's like during that time, my pain was like living without a father, and you know things that was happening within my family, which I didn't understand and I didn't care, you know. But a lot of people, there's some devious people out there, when it comes to something wrong with you or you different in some type of way. And I never understood that. And when I moved to Jersey, it got bad. I mean, them I used to fight every single day. Going to school, coming home from school, every day. I was fighting somebody. Cause in Jersey, it's like you the new kid, they try to test you and stuff. Especially they say, "Oh, you can't read." I'm like, "I can read, man." And they was like, but I was getting good grades. They was getting bad grades. And they used to be like, "Yo, how do you do that? You can't." I said, "I can read, man." So one of my friends to this day, that's one of my best friends, he's like, he can read, man. He just has a stuttering problem. And I was mad because he said that. And kids will make fun of me and I'll be fighting all the time again. And I just developed this really bad anger during that time. No one wants anyone to make fun of them or be a way where, you're different and things like that. But what I can say what helped me, like I think I was like in the 10th, 11th grade, or no, it was in ninth grade. It was a talent show, and my one of my day ones that I was just telling you about, he rapped too. So I was like, "Yo, I wanna do this talent show, man." He's like, "You rap?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been rapping." So he's like, "Yo, my boy got a studio." So I'm thinking it's like a regular studio. This John had a radio, it had a turntable and a microphone. So we would take the instrumental and rap over that. So he heard me once and it was like, so my friend was like, "Yo, every time you rap, you don't stutter at all." I'm like, "What I'm supposed to do? Talk like that?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm just saying, you nice." So we did the talent show. Well, almost did the talent show till it was like a riot at the talent show. So for that thing forward, so I was like, so my mom, she on my mom's side, there's only one she has one uncle, and that was my aunt Dama's husband. He started, so me and him got close, and I was like, "How did you control it?" He's like, "I just took my time with things and stuff, and just take your time." It's like sometimes it's, from what I was told and what I read about it, it deals with your nervous system. It's like when I used to be around my friends, I'd be fine. But as soon as like someone I'm not comfortable with, I get nervous, and that's how it used to be. I mean, it was so bad that I couldn't even talk or even want to talk. Like me and my friends it'd be girls that like me and stuff, and I be want to talk to them. I'll get their number, and we be talking, and know what I'm saying, as soon as they hear that I stutter and stuff, they used to, know what I'm saying, make fun of me. And see, I was a clown, so they make fun. So when there's one girl came to school, "Yo," so I'm walking through the hallway in school, she's laughing with her friends and stuff like that. So I was like, "Yo, man." So she was like, "Yeah, you cute and all, you dress good and all, but can't mess with no dude that can't talk." Then she started making fun of me, so everybody started laughing, like, "Oh, word." So I started cracking on her. Like, she had these like buck teeth and shit, and she had these buck teeth and these. It's like back back in the day, it's like you can go to the store and like basically get like a $5 weave thing. It was like a clip on. So this girl that I was cool with, she knew that, now I'm saying I talked that way, but she was like, yo, watch this. She want to make everybody laugh at you, watch this. She walked up to the girl and was talking to her and snatched the thing out. I'm like, yo, you ain't have to do that. She said, nah, you my boy, you cool with everybody. So rapping is what slowed it down. And another thing is like, I want to thank this girl for that. You know, me and her, this girl, we was Facebook friends for a while. Then we turned into friends. I mean, we was Facebook friends. Then we started dating and stuff, and got together and everything. You know, now I'm saying she helped me through a lot. Like one day, me and her was on the phone, and she was like, "I got something to ask you." I'm like, "Oh man, what now?" I was like, "Is it good or bad?" I was like, it's okay." I'm like, "What?" I said, "I'm scared to ask you this." I'm like, "What is it?" She was like, um, "Do you stutter?" I'm like, "Yeah, sometimes." She was like, "I just want to know." I'm like, so what's up? That's it? She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." So she was like, "Well, that's something that me and you can work on." I was like, "Are you human?" And she was like, "Yeah." It's like when you love somebody, you want to help them. And I'm like, so I'm looking at the phone like, this girl can't be, I ain't never hear that before. It's like, well, you said I'm different, so I'm showing you that I'm different. I'm like, okay. Said, but it's something I gotta do on my own. Said, no, you mean we are gonna do it. We're gonna work on it. And that is like, sometimes me and her be talking and I'll stutter a little bit. She like, slow down, take your time, slow down. I, that helped me a lot. And another thing that helped me as an adult, like the job I have, sometimes we have to do like presentations for work, like projects. And before I go in there, I'll read it out loud and read it in my head, and that helped a lot. Like my boss, when I first started, he pulled me aside. Yo, do you stutter and stuff? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I can tell. He's like, yo, I used to back in the day too, but I learned the way. Just slow down, relax yourself. I know you're trying to get it over with, but just slow down. It's rather you take your time and do it and stuff like that. So that's what happened. And when I was younger, I was like, when I have kids, I hope that they don't talk like that. And the oldest two, they ain't have that problem. But my youngest son, he has a stuttering problem. It's not bad, but sometimes it can be bad. That's why in school, like he, at one point he had a problem in school because people was making fun of him. So he came home one day mad, said, "Daddy, why I gotta talk this way?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, say, how did you deal with it? I'm like, I don't know. I just found something so I can just talk the regular way. He was like, I hate it. I'm like, whatever them kids are saying, don't worry about it. Because like 20 years from now, they probably going to be on drugs or some other stuff. And you're going to be in the NBA because that's what he wants to do. And he's like, that's why sometimes when I tell him somebody want to talk to him on the phone, he gets scared because he doesn't want to talk to them on the phone, and they laugh because kids in school laugh at him. And I was like, just be yourself, you know. I'm like, you're a unique child, everybody's gonna love you and stuff. That's what I used to say. I'm like, you laughing at me now, but one day you're gonna love me and stuff. And everybody used to be laughing. I'm like, serious now. It's like, oh, it's funny because all the girls that used to make fun of me and stuff, and all the dudes that used to make fun of me and stuff, now, know what I'm saying, they want to be cool with me and stuff. They say, oh, you're a cool person. I'm like, I always tell my children, don't laugh at somebody because you don't know. Like, myself, it used to be very bad that I didn't want to talk. Me and my friends be out talking to girls. I'm the only one not talking to a girl because, I don't want them laughing. But I want to thank that girl that helped me. That meant a lot. Nobody will ever do that. That's when you know that someone loves you and stuff. Even if we got into arguments and she'll go below the belt and then also I will go below the belt. But she never, ever, ever said anything about my my speech or anything in an argument. Like when I was married and stuff, her and her friends will make fun of the way I talk. I be in the room doing something with the children and I hear them talking about me and stuff, the way I talk and stuff, that it hurt, but it's what it is. That's why I say, one young lady who helped me through it, what I'm saying? If you're looking at this video, that meant a lot to me. And that's one thing I can say that I will never forget. Even if I'm like old and gray, and I'll tell my grandkids about that how you helped me and stuff. So this is Supreme Intelligence. This is video, and peace.